Is this the smartest wall socket in the world? Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and we're looking at smart home products again, specifically smart wall sockets, and that's where this comes in. This is the EWA SWITCH. It is a smart wall socket with power monitoring, and it's really nice. This is like the Lamborghini of smart wall sockets because there's so much that they're doing. It has dimming capabilities, it has timers, notifications, you can do power usage monitoring, which I really like. And it even has a temperature and temperature gauge or sensor, and you can actually create triggered events based on it hitting certain temperatures. That could be really good for like in the basement where you need to kick on a space heater because it gets too cold. I'd probably double check with the fire hazard issue there, but generally having things like temperature sensors and stuff makes this very interesting. Now, all of that functionality you access via their app. So let's go ahead and start by just plugging something in. And we'll plug in my usual, which is just a pile of actually Halloween lights. How about that? And as you would expect with every smart switch, there's a little button on the side that lets you override anything. So internet's down, you don't have your phone handy, whatever, that all is great. Now, in the app, there's a lot more you can do. Obviously, I can turn it on and off from the app, and they have Android and iPhone as usual. But you can also do things like set a timer, so it can be on for an hour and then it turns off. And what I really like is power consumption. So first thing we can do is let's turn this light on, and then we go into power consumption. And let's see, how many watts do you think this draws with all of those LEDs? Well, if you guessed 41 watts, you're correct. Now, where that number becomes really interesting is that I actually called this wall socket TV because I plugged my TV into it to see how much power does my little television use. Turns out it uses less. How about that? So here you can see, here's the power usage of my television when it's off. So it's not really completely off because it's a smart TV. It's probably monitoring the internet and it's working, has Chromecast. So all of that is definitely taking a little power. But then when I turn the TV on, then it jumps up and it's consuming more. Now, turns out that this particular switch has limits, as they all do. So it works with 120 volts, 60 hertz, 10 amps, and a maximum of 1200 watts. Now, how did I ascertain that? Because I plugged in an electric kettle when I was first testing it, and it immediately just started giving me audio, and the little indicator light turned red, and my kettle wasn't working. So I did a little research. Turns out electric kettles draw about 2200 watts when they're heating up that water. That is a lot of power. That is more power than the switch can handle. So correctly, the switch went ahead and actually just shut itself down. So that's what I was experiencing. Totally no problem. It's designed for that. It handled it very gracefully. And not only that, but all I had to do was unplug it from the wall, plug it back in, and we were golden. Now notice, speaking of the wall, notice that when you plug this in, you do have full access to the second socket. That's really important. It's surprising how many products don't design so that they can be one of two plugs on a wall outlet. So EWA got that right too. Really, there's so much they've done right here on this, and the design, it's beautiful design. The app is actually one of the nicest apps I've ever used. They actually have even funny little comments in there. But the whole design, it's just a very nice, elegant design. They say it's Swedish design, which makes sense because they're based in Sweden, and 10% of every sale they actually donate to the Swedish Childhood Cancer Foundation. All good, all really cool. However, there are two things you really need to know before you buy one of these. The first one is that it doesn't work with any other smart home system. So it doesn't work with Amazon Alexa, it doesn't work with Google Home, it doesn't work with Siri or HomeKit. Maybe that's coming, I don't know, but this is very nice, but I really kind of like to have it be part of my bigger smart home ecosystem. That's a limitation. The other issue is the price. When I said this is like the Lamborghini of smart wall switches, there's a reason I said that. Wall outlets, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to get to that in just a second because I want to ask you right now, click on that button and subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate when you do that. Now, the price. You ready for this? This is priced in euros, and it's 85 euros plus 17 euros tax if you're buying it based in the US. That translates to a cool $125 per wall socket. $125 per wall socket, and it doesn't even work with Alexa and Google Home. Now, you go and look on my channel, I've reviewed other products that do pretty much mostly what this does, and they're $16 including shipping. So you can buy 6 of those or whatever for the price of one of these. Now, it is beautifully designed. It is a really elegant solution. I really, really like the power monitoring features and stuff, but $104 plus $20 tax gets me one. It's possible these guys have priced themselves out of most markets. This is a very premium product. It is really nice. Their app is really nice, but it might not be nice enough to justify the price tag. That's all I got for you on the EWA Switch. And I hope I will catch you in my next video.